nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everybody. All right, I'll start off. We got 2 recognitions this morning. Patrick is not here with us, so Patrick has 20 years of service, and we'll make sure he gets that. Kevin Brewster is here. Kevin, come on up. We got a certificate for 20 years of service.
All right.
Congratulations.
Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, thank you.
We only got 10 more to go.
10 more to go, right? Thank you.
Any wrongs?
Have a good day, Kevin.
Item number 1.
Make a motion to approve item number 1 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 1 on the agenda, approve the minutes of August 22nd. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 2.
Make a motion to recess the commissioners' meeting and open the salary board at still 9 o'clock.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to recess the commissioners and open the salary board. All in favor? Aye. Okay, all are present. Item number 1.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from the August 22nd salary board meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve the minutes of the August 22nd salary board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
I abstain.
1 abstention. Okay, item number 2.
Motion by President Judge Jason Lake to ratify and approve the starting salary for the Assistant Domestic Relations Director, $32,000, effective August 23rd per his recommendation.
I'll second that.
Got a motion by Court Administrator Kathy Ollie, seconded by Commissioner Warren to approve item 2, ratify and approve the starting salary of the Assistant Domestic Relations Director at $32,000. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 3.
Make a motion to approve item number 3 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, seconded by Treasurer Miller to approve item 3 on the agenda to eliminate the position of IT Systems Administrator for the recommendation of the Director of IT. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 4.
Make a motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Treasurer Miller to approve item 4 on the agenda to create the full-time non-union position of Senior IT Technician, 40 hours per week at $16.83. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any public comment on the salary board? Hearing none. Item 5.
Make a motion to close the salary board at 9:02.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to close the salary board. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. We're back to the Commissioners meeting. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Item number 3.
Make a motion to approve item number 3 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 3 on the agenda to ratify or approve the following cash disbursement electronic payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Item 4.
Make a motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 4 on the agenda to ratify and approve the following seminar requests for annual payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Item number 5.
Make a motion to approve item number 5 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 5 on the agenda to ratify and approve the transfer of Patrick Warzak from the position of part-time corrections officer to the open full-time position of corrections office. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So carried. Item 6.
I make a motion to approve item number 6 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 6 on the agenda to ratify and acknowledge the termination of Joshua Diddick from the non-union part-time position of county detective. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 7.
I make a motion to approve item number 7.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 7, to ratify and approve the hiring of Ashley Corbin of New Milford to the open union eligible position of part-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 8.
I make a motion to approve item number 8 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 8 on the agenda, acknowledge the resignation of Mark Mulvey from the non-union position of County Detective School Resource Officer. Questions or comments? Yes.
Does the county have somebody else to go into the Forest City?
Not to my knowledge at this time. I'd have to check with the district attorney's office. Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 9.
I make a motion to pass item number 9 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item number 9 on the agenda to acknowledge the resignation of Mark Mulvey from the position of Task Force Detective. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 10.
I make a motion to approve item number 10.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold and second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 10 on the agenda, ratifying and accepting the resignation of Brandon Swift from the position of full-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 11.
Make a motion to approve item number 11 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 11 on the agenda, to ratify and approve the transfer of Jerry Fassett Jr. from position of part-time corrections to full-time corrections. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 12.
I make a motion to approve item number 12 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 12 on the agenda, ratify and accept the regret the resignation of Linda Pozaski from the position of full-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. 13.
I make a motion to approve item number 13 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 13 on the agenda, ratify and approve the transfer of Olivia Louderman from the position of part-time corrections to full-time corrections. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 14.
I make a motion to approve item number 14 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to ratify and accept the resignation of Krista Zawiski from position of full-time corrections. Item 14. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 15.
I make a motion to approve item number 15 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item number 15 to ratify and approve the transfer of Matthew Snow from position of part-time corrections to full-time corrections. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 16.
I make a motion to approve item number 16 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 16 on the agenda to ratify and accept with regret the resignation of Todd Latsko from the position of recycling material sorter. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 17.
Make a motion to approve item number 17 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 17 on the agenda, ratify and approve the hiring of Vincent Shamonte, Susquehanna, the open union eligible position of part-time corrections. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried.
Make a motion to approve item number 18 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 18 on the agenda, ratify and approve the hiring of Shane Neal of New Milford to the open position of part-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye, so carried. Item 19.
Make a motion to approve item number 19 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 19 on the agenda, ratifying an acknowledgement the hiring of Kayleen Payne of Susquehanna to the union eligible full-time position of enforcement specialist for the recommendation of President Judge Jason Light. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Item 20.
I make a motion to approve item number 20 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 20 on the agenda, approve the hiring of James Turco of Brackney to the open union eligible position of part-time corrections. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 21.
I make a motion to approve item number 21 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 21 on the agenda, approve the transfer of Michael Geog from the full-time non-union position IT tech to the full-time non-union position of senior IT tech. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 22.
I make a motion to approve item number 22 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 22 on the agenda, approve the hiring of Kelsey Cobb of New Milford to the open union eligible position of part-time corrections officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 23.
I make a motion to approve item 23 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 23 on the agenda, to ratify and approve the transfer of John Nagy from the part-time union position of 911 telecommunicator to the open full-time. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 24.
I make a motion to approve item 24 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 24 on the agenda, to approve proclamation 2018-13, finding September 2018 as Suicide Prevention. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 25.
I make a motion to approve item number 25 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 25 on the agenda, to approve the proclamation 2018-14, proclaiming September 2018 as Recovery Month. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 26.
I make a motion to approve item 26 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 26 on the agenda, enter into a memorandum of understanding between District Attorney's Office, South Lake School, and Susquehanna County to establish procedures for a school resource officer. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
27.
I make a motion to approve item 27 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 27 on the agenda, approve the following tax claim bureau exoneration request as listed. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
28.
I make a motion to approve item 28 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 28 on the agenda, to advertise for bids for the sale of an energy dynamics power system generator. Model number is stated. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve item 29 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 29 on the agenda, to enter an agreement with Green and Peterson Incorporated Scranton for survey and engineering services for the courthouse curb ramp project at a cost of $4,900. Questions or comments? Yes.
What's the county looking to do?
Down here at the end of this sidewalk, to make it handicap accessible to go across the street. And people don't have to come up the street in a wheelchair, they can come up the sidewalk.
Thank you.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 30.
Make a motion to approve item number 30 on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to approve item 30 on the agenda, approve change order to the clock tower project, the amount of $46,464. The CD and waterproofing for additional attic lighting, roof floodlights, branch circuitry, and power feed. Complete roof ice and gutter and de-ice system. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 31.
Make a motion to approve item 31 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, to enter an agreement with Green and Peterson Incorporated Scranton for survey and engineering services for the Susquehanna County Prison Roof Replacement Project, cost of $22,100. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 32 is a note, bid for the Susquehanna County Building Partial Roof Replacement project has been awarded to C&D Waterproofing in the amount of $78,441. Public comment. Billy.
Yeah, I'm curious, attic lighting, what's up in the attic?
There's no lights in the attic, so we're putting lights in the attic so we can go up into the attic.
Okay. So you can look and see if any beams are
Well,
burnt
so our
through.
maintenance department can get up and do things up in there, and
Okay.
right now it's a safety issue, no lights.
Got a totally different question. PennDOT, Route 29,
Yep,
they fixed Franklin Forks so you can get through it.
yep.
But between Franklin Forks and Wallsville, it's down to one lane again.
Mhm.
One lane's underwater.
Mhm.
The sides are still, the white line's gone and it's a 4-foot
Mhm.
drop off. They've done nothing since a couple days after the flood. Have you heard anything on?
Well, they've been in other areas, working in other areas. There's a lot of infrastructure damage to the county from the last flood. Actually, there was more infrastructure damage than there was property damage. And so they've been working other areas, trying to get other roads that are, get them stabilized so that there's no problems. So it's an ongoing project right now. Anything else? Right?
For the commissioners. Some of you may know me from my previous position at the Rocket Courier. Now I've been recently appointed as the new executive director of the Amos Mountains Heritage Region. Basically, I've been making my rounds going to commissioners' meetings. I have Bradford County tomorrow, Wyoming County next week, Sullivan County was yesterday. Those are the 4 counties we serve. A lot of what we do, if you're not familiar with us, is we do grant projects for historic preservation, we do agriculture, a lot of great things in the community, as well as parks and recreation projects. Most recently here in Susquehanna County, we put up signs denoting the Endless Mountains Trail right there by the Country Club and Lake Montrose. Other projects we've done here include grant funding for the Susquehanna County Historical Society, Clifford Township Historical Society, the Yarn Cider Mill renovation, Friends of Salt Springs Park, the Rail Trail Council, which I know Alan is involved with. Basically, we put a lot of funding into the community, but as a nonprofit, we also need some help with our budget sometimes. So today I was just hoping maybe if the commissioners, I know everyone faces budgetary constraints nowadays, but maybe if they would be willing to contribute to our organization and help us continue pursuing projects in the county as well as our surrounding region. I also have an idea that if maybe you're not willing to include us in the budget, you could also perhaps earmark funding to help us with projects in the county through Act 13. A lot of what we do falls underneath the categories that meet Act 13 funding. And that's something we could obviously work out in the future as projects come along. We also, by contributing to us, it shows annual support that we're required to show to the state through that we show regional contributions through partnerships that we have, memberships and things of that nature. So basically I just wanted to come by and introduce myself and meet with the commissioners. Like I said, I know I've spoken with all of you in the past at the Rocket, but I just wanted to come and meet you with my new position. So, thank you.
Thank you, Keith.
Anybody got anything else?
Hold on.
Scoop?
Can it come to me? Quick comprehensive plan update. We should be at the point where we're scheduling meetings.
I know there was an article going out, I can't remember the exact dates on it, but you can check with Bob Templeton.
Right.
I know that was getting done.
September 28th rings a bell. Does that ring a bell?
I'm not sure, that's why I didn't say. Anything else? Anybody got anything else?
It's been a week.
I'll make a motion to close the commissioners' meeting and go into the election board meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, close the commissioners and go to the election board. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, so carried. Go to the election board meeting. Okay, call to order. All present. Item number 3.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the March 14th meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve the minutes of the March 14th meeting. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 4.
Make a motion to approve item number 4 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 4 on the agenda, approve a temporary polling place change for Herrick Township from the Herrick Township Building, Uniondale, PA to the Herrick Center Baptist Church in Herrick Center, PA, starting with the November 6, 2018 general election until further notice. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
I know it was a fire, why are you looking
Oh,
at
I'm
me?
waiting to see if you're gonna ask me. Any public comment on the election board? Hearing none, item 6.
Make a motion to close the election board meeting at 9:20.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren, close the election board meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we are closed. Thank you all for coming.